talking about the fact that we have more work that's going on in East Providence than in any other city in the state right now. There are a lot of mayors who talk a good talk about housing, but Mayor De Silva walks the walk. If every community had a mayor like Mayor Bob De Silva, we would be talking about the housing crisis in the past tense. So I'm thrilled to be breaking ground on another development in your city. Mayor?
Thank you, Jennifer. And we certainly are grateful and thankful to have you investing in our community and helping to deal with housing insecurity and housing shortages that we see throughout the state. I just want to recognize some of the people in the audience, and you know, sometimes you may accidentally leave somebody out. If I do, I apologize. But I see that we have our Housing Secretary Stefan Pryor, who's here with us today. We see Senator Val Lawson and Senator Pam Lauria, who are both here today. Big supporters of affordable housing. Representative Matt Dawson and Representative Jen Boylan, they're here also today. There they are. Also want to recognize that we have Cassandra and Max from Senator Reed's office. Senator Reed, I was just with him today, and we were talking about the importance of affordable housing and working with CDBG to make that happen. So I know you had another appointment and you couldn't be here with us today. I want to recognize Carol Ventura, the CEO of Rhode Island Housing, Lisa Gillette, of the Executive Director of Foster Forward, which, by the way, is what makes this project and the other project that we have going on with One Neighborhood Builds really a special project. It's giving a pathway to those children who are in foster care, who, you know, age out of foster care, a real place where they can start their future and as a young adults. So we're very excited about that. Jim Moran's here, our planning, one of our main planners who was involved with this project for many, many years. And I saw that Keith Brines, our new Director of Planning and Economic Development, is here with us. Councilman, of course, without support on the council, a lot of these things wouldn't work. I see that Councilman Rick Lawson is here, who represents this area, and Councilman Frank Fogarty. They're both here also. Thank you guys for being here. And Dave Bacharach. You know, Dave Bacharach's been doing community development improvements in our community now for how many years? Where's Dave? How many years, David, now? Too many years. But David's been a partner. You know, David accesses and has access to the federal dollars that are able to really move projects along. When I took office, this property had been sitting here doing nothing for well over a decade. We sat down, we organized, we spoke about, hey, let's get this project moving. Let's see what we can do here. And we were fortunate to have Jen and One Neighborhood Builders bid on the project and really present a good plan. So she mentioned earlier that this is not the only project she's working on. Jen and her team have done a great project with Sutton Place, where they preserved naturally occurring affordable housing for the long term. Now it's restricted and will stay as housing for many, many years. She didn't mention it, but the East Point development, which is another great partnership with Jen and Elders Bridge here in the community, will create affordable housing for the 55 and older community and targeting the LGBTQ community. So we're very excited about that. And then a project that I'm super excited about, and we're hoping that all of our delegation is listening loud and clear because we need the funding to get this to become a reality, is the project on Taunton Avenue. You're taking a former dorm facility and a couple of vacant lots that have been sitting there vacant for quite some time, doing nothing for the community, and we're going to turn that into affordable housing that, once again, takes into account our foster population that are aging out and takes into account those people who are currently homeless, who have no place to go. So what you're doing is God's work, Jen. I know I don't like to bring religion into this, but really what you do and what your team does, collaborating with everybody, really is what makes a difference in our community and for those people who are struggling. So thank you very much for all your work. Thank you.